Jason Cohen. Give it up for Jason Cohen. Bye, guys. What's going on? Yeah. All right. Today, August 25th, is National Kiss and Make Up Day. Seriously, you could look it up in your Blackberries. If I was lying, it'd be like National Kiss a Comic Day. But it's not. No, National Kiss and Make Up Day. The irony is that yesterday, August 24th, I looked, was National Knife Day. That's where they're at. You can stab your wife yesterday and kiss and make up today. Ironically, tomorrow is National Poison Day. I take back the apology. So what's going on? So National Kiss and Make Up Day. What else has happened in the news today? So I don't know if you guys saw, the autopsy report was revealed for Amy Winehouse. It turned out that I guess there was no illegal drugs found in her system. Seriously? Like, how is that even possible? Yeah. Who was doing that autopsy? Lindsay Lohan? They didn't find any drugs, but they found the weapons of mass destruction in there. That joke's only 7 years old. So what else? So we have a rainstorm coming our way, right? So I was watching the news this morning. Obviously, Hurricane Irene is on its way. The newscaster this morning on Weather Channel said, the eye of the storm is hitting the Bahamas. The eye is the center of the hurricane, which is the calmest, with the winds around it, swirling the high. Who doesn't know at this point what the eye of the hurricane is? Right? If you're watching the Weather Channel, right? It's like when you go on the airplane and they're like, okay, to fasten your seatbelt, you put, okay. I think at this point, we know how to stick that in the hole, right? I'm talking about the seatbelt. No, I mean, and look, if you notice on the airplanes, by the way, that they'll tell you how to fasten the seatbelt after you've already fastened your seatbelt because the plane's already moved away from the gate. And then they show you how to do it. You know, it's like, what do you do? Show the pilot how to land after he touches down? All right, so Hurricane Irene is coming, and I was watching the local news this morning, Channel 7, and the anchor teases and says, coming up after the break, we're going to talk to a local woman in New York who's named Irene and get her thoughts about the hurricane being named after her. Like, she doesn't hate her name already, right? It's not like Irene is like a sexy name, where she's, who cares? The story after that, we also found a gentleman in the village named Bin Laden. His thoughts on. So Hurricane Irene. You know, why is it that we have to name hurricanes like after women older than 80? Right? Like, I mean, it's already like it's like a destructive force, right? It's not like a little tiny, frail, fragile women coming our way. Right? We should change names of hurricanes, I think. Right? We should name them like Hurricane Hitler or something. Right? Something you already hate already. You already fucked us once or twice. Why not? Hurricane Irene is my grandmother's name. So we had an earthquake this week. We have a hurricane on its way. I find it all ironic because my wife pretty much looks at having sex with me as a natural disaster. So it should be an interesting week. I could have a tornado warning landing in my pants and it wouldn't even disappear. No, you know what? It's hard. I've been married for 10 years. It's hard to have sex with your wife. No, you know what it is? It gets difficult. I brought her to a show, one of the comedy shows a couple weeks ago. I thought if she saw me on stage, true story, you know, I thought if she saw me, she would get horny. Are you horny? Sorry. No. So we get home, and I give her my patented sex wink. That wasn't for you. You see the girl next to you. And so I give her the sex wink, and she says, I can't, she goes, I have a headache from laughing too much. Imagine being a stand-up comedian, but laughter being the sex kryptonite. How do you get a fucking blowjob? Put it on Schindler's List? On most nights, I have to choose between sex and a good joke. And most nights I end up with neither. My wife lost my BlackBerry. the other day. Losing the phone, if I lost one of my kids at Disneyland, no big deal, just grab another one. We're all the same. But if you lose your phone, that's a huge deal, right? Like, you can't replace your phone. With me, I had a little bit of a complication. I had the one thing on your phone that is, helpful if you want to identify it. I might have had a picture of my penis on my phone. Which would have led to an awkward moment where they were like, sir, can you prove that's your phone? No, I did it because I thought if I sent it to my wife, it would change things up a little bit. Obviously, the comedy doesn't work. And so I sent her the picture of my phone, thinking that what's the worst case, right? Like if she wants me, she'll be all over me, which is great. Worst case scenario, she doesn't recognize it. But I wouldn't send her a picture of like another white Jewish guy's penis, right? I wouldn't make it like a game show. I'm not going to send her a picture of your penis, right? Not that I've ever seen your penis. I'm sure it's a lovely penis. I would send her a picture of a porn star's penis, right? She deleted it. She actually deleted my penis. So I took my kids to see the Smurfs movie the other day, right? The Smurfs movie is out, and I was watching this movie thinking to myself, all the Smurfs have names. There's Brainy Smurf, and there's Clumsy Smurf, and there's Jewish penis guy Smurf, and then there's all these Smurfs, and then there's one female Smurf, right, in the whole village, right? Do you know who this female Smurf's name is? Smurfette, right? But here's the problem with Smurfette. There's 100 boy Smurfs and just Smurfette, right? So let's call her tired Smurf, or worn out Smurf, or screw it, let's just call her poor Smurf, right? So I'm watching this movie with my kids, mind you, and I'm thinking to myself, so there's 99 boy Smurfs, and only one grumpy Smurf, and that whole group? Here's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking to myself, in their little Smurf villages, there's a lot of smurfing off going on in these little mushroom houses they live in. I'm feeling that their hands and their face aren't the only things that are blue. So I'll close on this. So my kid is in summer camp, just ending this week, and he, he's a great kid. He can't throw the ball. Great kid. And I get home from work in the day, and my wife tells me, "Hey, tell Daddy the big news from summer camp." And so he says, I'm thinking he got the game when he shot in basketball or home run in baseball. He says, Dad, I got a part in the role Annie. Oh, crap. So I said, great, and that makes now 2 boys in this house where I'm going to get laid. So she says, look, you have to be supportive. So I go, the dad is sitting next to me with all the cameras and stuff, and he says, hey, which girl is yours? We have the show, and he's great, and he's in the ensemble, which means he's an orphan, which is ironic because he's going to be an orphan next week. So he finishes the show, and he does great. I give him a kiss. So all day today in the office, I'm singing, "My son will come out tomorrow. Bet your $1 that tomorrow. Therapy." Good night, everybody. Thank you very much.